societies teach each other overlapping interests in terms of diet. And for us, it's flavor and how the senses are involved in what we eat, and for them, it's using food as medicine primarily. Right? Part of that is a diet that's flavorful and will help patients be compliant in keeping the diet.
For me to be able to understand these things, not from like listening to a podcast perspective, but from having conversation with both people who suffer from conditions that are helped by keto, from the people that cook for them, the parents, the specialists,
And through my years of epilepsy, Bob and I have stayed in touch, and he knew that I was practicing keto to mitigate seizure activity because pharmaceuticals don't typically work too well with me. And I'm now not having seizures because the tumor is gone, but Bob said, hey man, I know keto's been great for you. Do you have any interest in coming to do this neurogastronomy event with us? Sure, why not? We had a flat iron steak, and the flat iron is the second most tender cut in the steer.
What is that you're working on now?
This is a California chili for the salsa seca. And seca is the dry salsa, so lots of seeds. And it's going over the flat iron. We have our mushroom dashi. Instead of a noodle, we use zucchini as the replacement, lower in carbs. And then we actually roasted the anaki mushrooms as well as the oyster mushrooms as the garnish and a little bit of texture.
And then some gravy. I'm just waiting for the meat to become gravy. And it's going to be for poutine. It's just basically mock French fries with good gravy. And French fries are made with mostly almond flour and a gum. And I found this thing, it's a panko of pig rind, so we just put it everywhere. And cheese curds from California, actually, and pastrami on top.
Dessert was something, a take on overnight oats. So I completely changed what I could and heated up the warm spices and coconut oil to bring the flavors forward with just a touch of cardamom. And we used cauliflower rather than oats so that it would be keto as well as vegetarian, and vanilla to help bring out the sweetness of the stevia and monk fruit that was in the protein powder.
When I was a kid, you can buy 2 boxes of Jell-O, and there was a recipe. First you took like the Jell-O, you made a part of it, then you took the Jell-O and you mixed it with cream, then you took the Jell-O and mixed it with more cream and you added it on top. It's a little bit of a version of that. I like sheet gelatin, they're easy to count, they're easy to bloom, this Hawaiian punch, tropical punch. But this idea of tropical punch probably comes from the hibiscus drink.
Completely different, isn't it?
Completely different.
Completely different. And this is not just power of suggestion,
Okay.
This is your sensory experience.
It gives us a way to interact individually with people and to show them how the senses are combined together to generate this thing we call flavor. I did the color confusion testing, which is a classic experiment, first done, or most famously done, with white wine flavored red with food coloring, and then given to real wine experts and asked.
Okay.
So try all 3 of them. Tell me what they are.
It looks like blackcurrant.
Okay,
And that's what it tastes like.
Okay.
Raspberries and like that. Very anyway.
This is like almonds, like marzipan.
Okay.
To me, that's marzipan.
Yeah.
This is, I'm afraid, not a purple fruit, but strawberries.
Strawberries.
I prefer
Okay.
strawberries.
Oh, okay. I thought grapes. I thought that one.
That's normal because
Yeah.
of the color.
Yeah. That's what I
When we
thought.
see a food, it really
Yeah.
has a
Yeah.
strong impact on what we actually think we taste.
Yeah.
What do you think about this one? pretzels.
So the salt should have cut through some of that bitterness a little bit, and sometimes can give that sweeter sense.
Like, I can't tell. I have no idea. I don't know. Some sort of a spice. What is it? A spice. Nuts. I was gonna say nutmeg. I wish I was gonna say that.
I think we accomplished our goals here and opening the eyes of people who are working with these diets about how critical flavor is and how much attention they need to give to it. But also, I think we've educated them in ways in which they can approach not improving the flavor of ketogenic diets in particular, but in ways in making those diets more variable